still hasn't started rolling his egg roll wrapper yet.
When are those egg rolls going in?
I gotta roll those out soon, man.
I'm making my egg roll wrappers from scratch, and I'm definitely starting to panic.
This is gonna take me longer than I thought.
I don't know where the time went, and I spent way too much time helping my team. I really want to prove to my dad that I don't belong as an engineer, and I do belong working in the kitchen. This is the only chance I have.
The home cooks are working in 2 teams to create a special family dinner, while their loved ones gather in the MasterChef Canada dining room.
30 minutes left.
The blue team struggles frantically to get their short ribs under cover.
It looks like Kayla's having a hard time getting the pressure cooker sealed up.
That one's on, that one's not. The back 2 aren't.
Swap, swap. No, it's
Get
hot,
him
it's
locked,
hot.
get him locked, get him locked.
It's so hot. I got it.
You got it? They're good.
Kayla, you're working on the braised beef short rib?
Yes, chef.
Terrific, and this is a home favorite, obviously.
It absolutely is. I'm gonna try and elevate it.
What's in the pot right now?
We have red wine, beef stock, thyme, garlic, rosemary, onion, carrot, fennel.
Sounds delicious. Do you want to get that flavor of that wine into that beef?
Absolutely.
So you have to cook off that alcohol. I hope you've done that sufficiently.
It's gonna be reduced enough.
Time is ticking.
Thank you, chef.
Did you cook off the alcohol smell?
A little bit, not all the way.
Eric is doing masterclasses for both Kayla and Mike.
So he's the human food processor?
Yeah. And really, he's doing the most complicated dish. Deep fried egg roll and duck fat.
Wow.
That is gonna really be tasty.
I like that. So one of my concerns here with the red team is that they're cooking cassava and plantain. Those 2 can be kind of bland if they're not seasoned properly.
Here, try this.
Marita gives me a little taste. Is it MasterChef Canada quality stuff? No. It's kind of yucky and bland and pasty. If Marita's going to turn this into a restaurant quality dish, she's definitely have a lot of work in front of her.
Not everybody has tried cassava, and it's going to be a risky dish, but my mom taught me how to do this. It's one of my favorite things.
Marita, so tell me about the theme behind this menu you're making.
We're coming up with a fried chicken, and for the starch, instead of potatoes, we're going to do cassava and green plantain, some roasted corn with a nice chili lime butter on top.
And this is the cassava, right?
That's right.
So this is kind of a fusion menu, a little bit of Canadiana and island all mixed together?
Yes, and a little bit of Tamara and Marita as well.
This is gonna be a roasted pear and butternut squash soup with a bourbon mirepoix at the bottom. This is a soup I must have made for my wife, Lauren, like at least 20, 30 times.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, chef, how you doing?
How's your soup coming?
It's coming along. My mirepoix is almost caramelized down there. I'm getting good color, and then it's gonna get probably that whole bottle of bourbon.
A whole bottle of bourbon?
Well, it's gonna reduce right down. It's gonna get a good sweetness, and then you see the pears have been caramelized, so I'm just gonna pop the skins off at the end. They're gonna get pureed with the butternut squash that's in here.
Next time, get a bigger bottle.
Well, listen, I'm really impressed with Eric right now. He's actually making handmade egg roll wrapper. I think he's doing that for his father and his grandfather.
I'm super nervous for my family and the judges to eat my egg rolls. It's a lot of people I want to impress in that room. Chef Alvin and my dad and my grandpa. I want to show that I've evolved and I really have what it takes.
Eric, you know, I see you working like a jackrabbit, but this time I see control speed, which is good. You know, you're learning. You are doing egg roll.
Yes, chef.
But don't they have ready spring roll dough in the pantry?
Oh, it's too easy then, chef.
So are you creating your own filling?
There's like just vegetables.
Yes.
Because usually we'd always have meat because my dad only eats meat. But in this circumstance, for a side dish, I think it's appropriate to have just vegetables.
He doesn't eat any vegetable at all?
No vegetables.
You're going back to your heritage, which is very important. You're doing good.
You know what? We got to get that corn on.
Michael, Alvin, what do you think's happening to the red team right now? Look like panic is starting to settle in.
Oh, shit. This is too fresh corn. You know what? I'm just taking all the husks off.
Yeah, do it. Whatever's easy, Tamara.
Time's running out. We need to be able to at least put something on the plate.
Tamara's actually charring the corn on top of the burner. It's a bad idea.
Ah, that's a really bad idea.
That soot that comes off the flame is disgusting to eat.
10 minutes. You have 10 minutes left.
Very easily right now, this could all slip away from the blue team. The soup isn't really finished.
You okay?
Yeah.
Eric still hasn't started rolling his egg roll wrapper yet.
When are those egg rolls going in?
I gotta roll those out soon, man.
I'm making my egg roll wrappers from scratch, and I'm definitely starting to panic.
This is gonna take me longer than I thought.
I don't know where the time went, and I spent way too much time helping my team.
Mike, what are you working on?
Making the chips now.
That's garnish. I need the mushrooms in strips like these, the king oysters.
Okay.
One chance to impress my family, and I really don't want to let them down.
Eric?
Whoa, 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 no, like, they need to be matchstick. This might take a while.
I really want to prove to my dad that I don't belong as an engineer and I do belong working in the kitchen. This is the only chance I have.
5 minutes. I want to see some plating.
Start putting things on our tray?
Yeah, let's go. We have to at least put something on the plate. No food means we're in a pressure test. If I have to go into a pressure test against Marita, then one of us is going home.
Final minute, come on!
Okay, I'm gonna start plating these. I need that last pressure cooker now. Come on, Eric.
Wow, these look ugly. I have to cut them in half. Can't get 12.
Okay, plate that fucking soup and we need the short ribs on.
I've just got to finish the soup. I got to season it.
10, 9,
Bring it over.
8,
Let's go.
7,
Pop it on.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Holy moly.
The home cooks have just barely managed to plate a family-style meal for their loved ones.
Last 30 seconds, I'm cutting egg rolls in half and just throwing them on the plate. It's not how I wanted to finish my plate. I wanted more garnish. I wanted with some finesse. And this is like another chance I just blew. It just really sucks.
I'm happy enough with my soup, but at this point, I should be like, this is the best friggin' soup I've ever made in my life. And I just don't know if I'm at that point because I didn't get to taste it.
The judges now join the families to sample the red team's karaai chicken, cassava and plantain with tomato relish, and roasted corn with chili lime butter. And the blue team's short ribs with parsnip chips and figs, butternut squash and pear soup, and vegetable egg rolls.
Please serve yourselves. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? Yes.
The judges will take the family's feedback into account, but ultimately, they will choose the winning team.
Right now they're tasting our food, and that is so scary.
How are you enjoying the meal?
I'm a sucker for the short ribs. The beef is one of my favorites.
Good tenderness, especially for that short amount of time. They really pulled off.
Just cut into the beef.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Very tasty. I like meat like that.
How about the soup?
The soup had a lot of flavor in it.
The soup is amazing. I think that's probably what Mike made. It's one of my favorite things that he always makes.
How do you like the egg roll?
It's very good.
Wow, he doesn't eat vegetables.
Is that right?
So I need to get him here more often.
The egg roll is good. I think that it's got a lot of batter to it, but the flavors are really good inside of it.
My sister is definitely getting down on that cassava. She's probably getting down on that chicken.
Cassava's kind of like sweet and buttery. That's what I love about it.
The chicken's got a lot of power to it, and it's got a lot of flavor. I love it. It's fantastic.
It's beautiful. I love the crispy skin and the sauce accompaniment. It's really nice, and I'm a sucker for cilantro.
What about the sweet corn?
Actually, I haven't got to the sweet corn yet.
Our families are probably talking about how proud they are of us.
You auditioned
I did.
to come on MasterChef Canada.
I did. I'm living vicariously through my sister right now. So her dream coming true is my dream coming true.
We'd like to give you the opportunity to thank the people who cooked this delicious meal for you today.
It's really scary walking into the dining room. I want to look at everyone's plates to see what they've eaten, but then I noticed that our corn wasn't eaten, so right away I think, oh, poop. I'm not too sure if we're gonna win this challenge or not.
I'm happy to see my family enjoy the meal and to see them experience this journey with me. But there's like a feeling inside me that just knows the egg rolls weren't perfect. I know they were probably the weakest dish. I'm just disappointed.
It's a super proud moment, but I'm worried about the soup.
Before we get back to business, we'll go back to the MasterChef Canada kitchen and give you an opportunity to say goodbye. Thank you.
Gonna miss you.
Seeing my family definitely adds added pressure. I really don't want to let them down. They've seen me get this far, and to not come home with a grand prize, it's absolutely unacceptable.
Oh, good luck, sweetie, okay?
My husband's last words were, you're not coming home until you have the title. And today gives me motivation. Today's the first day that I actually believe that I can win.
Love you. Love you, Papa. I love you too.
She just told me, she's like, just keep cooking. You've made it this far. Like, come on, you're so close.
Love you.
Bye, love you.
Love you.
Eric starts to cry, and I did not expect that from him. So it was a very cool moment to see him have emotion.
How did it feel to cook for your families after all these weeks?
Absolutely amazing.
Amazing chef. Amazing chef.
Well, you did an amazing job. They were impressed and very proud of you. And so were we. We've tasted all your dishes and got plenty of feedback. Now we need a moment to discuss. It's a very tough one.
Yeah, there were some standouts on both sides, but...
2 negatives, one in each camp. But you take those 2 negative ones out,
you almost can't stay if they really, it's a level playing field right now.
This is getting really hard.
This is gonna be a tough decision, guys. I'm torn. This was so damn close. Let's do it.
This was the toughest decision we had to make so far on MasterChef Canada. Both teams did an outstanding job.
Red team, your corn was not quite cooked enough, but everything else was delicious. Your spicy fried chicken thighs was a hit with all the families.
Blue team, you knocked it out of the park with your short ribs. Everyone's family was raving about them. In fact, we had positive comments on all your dishes. But you clearly ran out of time on the egg rolls. The filling was delicious, but the dough was a little too thick. Eric, we know you'll be very hard on yourself about this, but you ran into trouble because you were helping your teammates. It was an amazing collaboration. And just so that you know, your family loved the egg rolls. In fact, you even got your dad to eat vegetables.
Wow. Good job. You all did yourselves proud, but one team had a slight edge with their presentation and flavors. And that team was the red team.
Congratulations, Marita and Tamara.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.